Hey guys, Mona here from helpingpsychology.com, and today we are going to be talking about why you fear failure. And stay tuned till the end because I'm going to be giving you 3 ways that you can overcome your fear of failure. Guys, so let's talk about why you are fearing failure. Why are you not chasing that big dream of yours? Firstly, is it because you do not want to move out of your comfort zone? Is it because you are so scared to fail that you would rather just be stuck and just live a mediocre life and not try? Guys, I want to let you know that successful people fail more than what the average person fails. And it's all about learning how to embrace failure. But I know this is definitely not something that comes naturally, especially if maybe from a young age you have had fear of failure. Maybe you've been a perfectionist, maybe you've been someone who was brought up, always going for gold, always being the best. And by being brought up that way and always thinking that you need to be number one, you need to be the best. And yes, of course you strive for that. And of course you want to be the best. But fearing failure that much that you are scared to try means that there's definitely something that you need to work on. At the end of the day, not fearing failure is going to be the biggest asset to you working towards your goals and working towards that big dream that you've maybe had your whole life. It could be chasing a role as a CEO. It could be being a professional athlete. It could be starting up a new business. It could be branching out into different avenues of different streams of incomes. It could be anything. But the biggest thing that stops most people from doing these things, and they might have the ideas, they might have, that seed is already planted in their head and they have this fantastic idea, but they fear failure so much that they never take that chance. So they end up just staying mediocre, staying where they're at, being comfortable, and they never go for that dream. And that's a really, I know it actually sounds really sad to live like this, and it really is, because a lot of you have so much potential, but because you fear failure so much, you don't dive into that potential. You don't take that risk. And I know I was that person. I was brought up to, be the best athlete, to always chase gold medals. I mean, I'm a 6-time karate world champion, international medalist in weightlifting, but I have always feared failure. And when I did fail, the problem is I still went for those big dreams, but the problem was when I did fail, sometimes it really knocked me back so much because I didn't know how to embrace failure. And I wish I knew then what I know now, because now I know that failure, it doesn't have to knock you back so far that you start to doubt your self-confidence, you doubt who you are, you doubt your abilities. It actually just means that if you can embrace failure, you can learn from it. You can actually use it towards an advantage, and you can use it towards becoming a better athlete, becoming a better business person, becoming a better student, becoming a better partner. Failure is honestly, it's a part of the journey, and it's literally, you just need to learn to embrace it. And I bet that if you never ever take that chance and you never ever take that risk, you will forever have a bit of regret knowing that you could have taken that chance. But if you are listening to this video or podcast today, I want you to take this little message as a sign that you should be going and working towards that big goal. Take that chance, take that risk. If it's something like going to swim in an ice cold sea or ice cold river, or taking a bit of a vacation and just being really moving out of your comfort zone and just doing something that isn't normally you, but you know that if you did this one thing, you would feel fulfilled, you would feel amazing, you would feel, successful, it would build your confidence. That's how you know you should chase this dream and work towards this goal. And now I'm going to share with you 3 tips on how to not fear failure. My number 1 tip is embrace failure. Like I said, my number 1 tip is embrace failure. Like I said, failure is a good thing. Failure means that you have stepped out of your comfort zone. It means that you've given it a try. And even if you have failed, like imagine you didn't try at all. You can take this opportunity now and learn from it. But then on the flip side of things, what if you stepped out of your comfort zone and you actually succeeded? What if you actually took that chance and you started that new small business and it started to boom, or you did extra things for extra income, or you took your family on this amazing vacation and it was so amazing for your mind, and it just opened up all these like thoughts in your mind of the things that you can do with your family and spend time with them. It's just so important to be able to embrace failure and know that failure is not a bad thing. Failure is, like I said, it's a part of the journey. It's a good thing. Failure means that you've actually taken that step towards something amazing and something great. Step number 2 for how to overcome failure is taking that risk, taking that next step. Writing down that big dream or that big goal that you want to achieve, and writing down an action plan and starting. Because the first thing that you need to do is start taking that one step into the direction of chasing your goal, chasing that big dream. But you have to have an action plan. When you have an action plan, that means you're already halfway there, because now you've already started the journey. So the biggest thing about overcoming that fear of failure is getting started in the first place. The third way to overcome failure is to accept that if you do fail, failure isn't permanent. Treat yourself kindly when you fail. Do not break yourself down. Do not tell yourself you are useless or you knew you shouldn't have done it in the first place. No, because like I said, learning to deal with failure in a positive way where you know that you can learn from it, using it as an opportunity to change a few things. Maybe you just need to add something more or change a bit of direction, and there you go. But the thing is, you have to remember that, like I said, because failure is such a big part of the journey, when it does happen, and like I said, even successful people fail. Successful people fail more than the average person. So you need to remember that if you break yourself down and don't give yourself, positive criticism and just say, okay, maybe I could have done this better or I could have changed this, then at the end of the day, by breaking yourself down, you're not going to learn. You are not going to benefit out of, this failure at the end of the day. And that's why people fear failure, because when they do fail, they end up breaking themselves down so much that at the end of the day, they fear failure so much that they just never take a chance again. So don't be that person. Build yourself up, give yourself positive criticism, have that growth mindset, know that failure will happen. But like I said, embrace it. By learning how to embrace it and using these 3 ways to overcome fear of failure is already the first step to achieving amazing, extraordinary goals and dreams. If you're watching the YouTube video of my 3 ways to overcome fear of failure, please comment below with something big that you've been wanting to achieve for quite some time, but you have just not taken that first step. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching my video, supporting my channel, listening to my podcast. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.